can help, please. A philosopher who is risking his life for the truth. Whatever your faith. 1. When the chief of a church promises himself as an advocate to each philosopher, even if he has not his own faith. 2. When he makes him willingly to run risks all that is good, holy and true. 4. Exceed the insulation. 3. And then, the same chief of the church is with him as prosecutor and not defender. 4. And then, the same chief accepts that the poor man who was so driven to take risks, who is fasting now for more than a month, remains isolated and marginalized exactly by him. I ask you, how can you accept this all? The chief of this church was Pope John Paul II, the father of Catholics. He, in 1998, in the encyclical letter entitled Fides, pushed philosophers to risk willingly and promised to be a defender. And now the only philosopher in the world who believed him and tried the new rational path that would lead to the truth expressed by Jesus Christ, life's fasting and risking, the health and death. In fact, it is the same papacy that keeps it well insulated, even if this poor man is a lay Catholic missionary and not a non-believer. The Vatican is in this way with a callousness and a monstrous inconsistency frightening. Among the Catholics and the Italian press there is great reluctance to deal with this topic that throws a bad light on the Vatican. I think then it is job of other faiths intervene to rescue this poor philosopher, in whose life nobody is interested. He will pay with his health and perhaps his life. It will be for him a form of punishment for having believed too much the promises of a Pope. This philosopher fasts for over a month, but his shares need not be judged as a hunger strike. He does not want to punish anyone, but only recall the famous Peter's threefold task. Entrusted by Jesus to love his flock. If Peter loved Jesus, instead, the Pope, even Pope Francis, appears concerned to all the heads of the other flocks, and of the intertwined relations with politicians, heads of state and powerful. Meanwhile, the good shepherd of the flock of Jesus abandons and ignores the lost sheep of his flock. Even when this lost sheep has placed the decision of life and death only in the Pope. As it is written on the Gospel of Jesus, if the men, citizens of the world, have the sense of human justice, they must help this poor man he decided to pay in his flesh, like a consecrated victim, because God might remove the evils that still exist in the church to which he belongs. Help him live, please. Why this poor man and a left isolated from all media, for pure code of silence against those who, for a stereotype, are considered certainly good. The Holy Father remains a good shepherd failed, until leaves fast for over a month one of his sheep. This lost sheep has perhaps the only fault to be bleating too strong because of his hunger. But this of being bleating too strong seems to be an imposition. to the good shepherd he feels in bothering for her, going against the invitation of Jesus Christ. The good shepherd has to take care of the other 99 sheep that he has in his flock, and of the heads of the other flocks. The good shepherd that does not carry out the orders of Jesus has no time for this you. That is miserable, alone, and that has no value. You. What do you think? You are afraid to stir up a ruckus world around this case, in defense of a man who is a man like you, and it is judged not to have any value. Do you feel involved the bosses of your states, in defense of a miserable? Thank you. I really want to live. But I put my life only to the responsibility of the good shepherd of the Gospels, wanting to impersonate really the lost sheep of the Gospel of Jesus Christ. To be killed if God needs a sacred victim. Fides a ratio, 0.56. In brief, there are signs of a widespread distrust of universal and absolute statements, especially among those who think that truth is born of consensus and not of a consonance between intellect and objective reality. In a world subdivided into so many specialized fields, it is not hard to see how difficult it can be to acknowledge the full and ultimate meaning of life, which has traditionally been the goal of philosophy. Nonetheless, in the light of faith which finds in Jesus Christ this ultimate meaning, I cannot but encourage philosophers, be they Christian or not, to trust in the power of human reason, and not to set themselves goals that are too modest in the philosophizing. The lesson of history in this millennium now drawing to a close shows that this is the path to follow. It is necessary not to abandon the passion for ultimate truth, the eagerness to search for it, and the audacity to forge new paths in the search. It is faith which stirs reason to move beyond all isolation and willingly to run risks so that it may attain whatever is beautiful, good and true. Faith thus becomes the convinced and convincing advocate of reason,